Hi everybody, my name is Yubid. I'm here to show you a handbag today, which is a big seashell, as you can see, and I have 2 needle books. So, sorry, no journals today, so if you want to go and do something else, that's fine. See you next time. So this bag was a custom order, and I'll just give you a kind of, it's a handbag, so I'm just going to give you a very quick look at it. I wanted the effect that it had been caught and dragged up from the sea, so I have this kind of cradled handle arrangement here, which cradles the bag at the bottom and then goes right up to where the handles are attached. I have this lovely seafoam satin which is all hand stitched into the bag. This beautiful seashell embellishment that's on the handle with silks and other fabrics, like so. Lots of dangles and some crochet also. I've done this crocheted fishing net and a mollusk here, lots of beads and treasures, and I think that's it. I'm going to cut it a little bit short because the video keeps going wrong, so I'm hoping this is okay, and my phone is kind of balanced a little bit precariously, so I hope things are going to show properly. The other thing to mention is that this is a custom order. This is the first time I have done a custom order, and probably I have had enough of seashells for now. So if you are interested, I suggest perhaps looking at my Instagram, because I've just done the last 3 bags, I think, have been shells. But on my Instagram, kind of further back, earlier on, you will find pictures of other bags that I have done, to give you a kind of idea. So I'm just going to pause while I change the camera for the needle books. 1 second. Okay, so I just thought it would be a good time to do a video because I happen to have 2 done the same week. So just to kind of show you a comparison, because all the needle books really, they're quite different to each other. So usually a bag of buttons or all the extras are kind of always different, you know. Knitting gauge there with a ruler on it. So the needle books come out differently for a variety of reasons. One is that I hate making the same thing twice, and to do that many needle books it would drive me potty. So this is what I do. The covers are usually dictated by either the style of the person or the style of the fabric or the arrangement of the pattern. You know, there's lots of factors. I do like to put this big pocket on the back because I think that is useful, so that happens quite often, along with this area for a pencil or a crochet hook. And then because of this fabric being the way it is, I've left this area plain. And I think that the nice thing about these old-fashioned needle books, because they're made of fabric, is that you can use the whole thing, you know, as a big pin cushion. You can stick pin trims and things, as I've done here, with little scraps and bits of ephemera, and you know, all over the front you could put your favourite needles on the front so that they're handy, whatever. So in the pocket I have just a business card, some ephemera, and I've made this little notebook which is handy for putting your family members' sizes. I think I like to have something like this handy in my sewing kit so that, you know, you have everyone's sizes, or, you know, whatever you want. Or because I knit socks as well, I like to keep a record of everyone's shoe size, which is always handy. So that goes in there. What else is in there? Oh yeah, some vintage ribbon. There's a mini skein of yarn and a nice wooden button on the front of this one. So for this one I've done an envelope pocket here. So that has some pages inside and some more scraps sewn on, and that pops down. That is a little glassine with collaging with a little needle packet on this nice bronze paper. I thought that kind of looked vintagey. If I show you that one, this printout is provided very kindly by a lady called Valerie Brinchek, and she is the sum of all crafts.blogspot.ca, and I like this, one because of the colour, and secondly because you have all these panels that are all printed, you know, as the manufacturer would have provided. So what I do is use this one as a template usually and cut out paper and then just print these off from various places that provide them, the little needle packets, and that's that. So you can get a variety of different ones quite easily that way. There's a little needle threader there, and in this pocket here some more silk trim. Are we not in focus? Kind of old-fashioned looking one with a mother of pearls. So I tried to fit the type of buttons to the type of card. And then this one is a vintage tea card, so you know, you can use a variety of things. I just wanted to show you some different ideas. And on this side, this area is a big a padded panel for pins or spare buttons. I've done a little jewelled pin here with some trim. This is some antique beaded lace that was very kindly gifted to me. There's a little scissor charm. More buttons down there and some pencils, or you could use that for a stitch ripper. So that's that one. And then this one, you may have seen this fabric before. This is the same fabric that I used on a book that Nazi showed you on her channel. So that's been requested quite a few times. So it's very pretty. It's by Lewis and Irene, and I've used it with these two other contrasting ones, and also this one that is also Lewis and Irene. These really beautiful quality quilting cottons, and this is a lovely kind of aqua seafoam kind of colour also. So some little trims again, stamps, rosebud trim. There's I think that's another seed packet in the glassine, and in this one. So I try to keep all the ephemera different again. Another button card. More ephemera. Oh, this is cute. That's just a little scrap of fabric. Get rid of that hair. And then an elastic with a bead. So I've done this like a proper TN. Reinforced inside the fabric cover, and then I've put two little inserts which can be removed on the elastic there. So again, somewhere to write measurements and notes. Isn't that cute? Lots of strays today, stray cotton. And so that's just, I just slotted that little bit of fabric there for no particular reason. You have some stitch markers, a little hook here that you can attach anything to, some silk ribbon, and then this button card is just cut out from an old gardening book, which is a useful way to use those, because they have these nice reduced size images, which is cool. And for this one I've just put random buttons. That also looks cute, and that is so sweet to add to like a greeting card if you're sending to somebody. Just sew a few buttons, backed it onto card like so. It makes a really sweet little gift and very inexpensive. Some more trims. This one has a big pocket for pencils or tools. There's a couple of pencils in there. There's a little hook here. There's another hook here with a little tape measure. And scissors. This will stop your scissors falling out. There's an area for spare buttons. And this area here is all padded for all your pins and trims and sewing needles, like so. I don't know if I mentioned in this take or in a previous one that I do sew by hand all the top stitching around the edge. So that's that, and I think that's everything. So again, if you're interested in a needle book, I do suggest having a look at my Instagram again, because you'll see different fabrics that are available. You know, probably sometimes I use recycled things, but I can certainly make you something similar, although I would never make it the same as somebody else has ordered, because that wouldn't be fair to them as well. So you know, I try to vary it and make things different. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.